Hello Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marshinsky. Some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. This could be current as well. Others of you, you may be in a situationship. Whatever kind of ship you're in, it is a challenge. Okay, ooh. It's a challenge because there is love. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what has come up today. Not so bad, guys. This is not a bad reading. It's just kind of challenging and complicated in the way there's a lack of communication. There's not a lot of communication here. First card's the strongest. We have here illusion followed by challenge, love, opening, sensuality, power, surrender, mothering, and then we have hearth and home. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Some of these feelings and emotions might also be vice versa. Some of you may be feeling this as well, simply due to the type of intensity that these cards are emitting. It's the type of energy they have. My dear Aquarius, I feel that in this connection, there are certain things I wish to hide, sometimes even hide myself. I hide behind a veil, behind a false mask. And I don't really show you my true colors, who I really am. And I stay emotionally detached, or it seems to be as if I am. In all honesty, I'm not. But I want it to seem that way. I do feel that in this connection there is this challenge. This entire situation is very challenging. This is now a problem that cannot be solved, a riddle to which a solution just cannot be found. I find it a very complicated and very difficult situation to move forward, actually doing something about this. I find it very difficult. And it's challenging also because I hide from you and yet I love you. This love that I have for you is pure, it's true, it's clean, it's unconditional. No matter what happens, I always have this feeling for you. And I want to open up to you about it. I want to open up to you about the love that I feel for you, the love that I have for you. I've kept certain secrets hidden deep inside. I never really opened up to you about it, never really talked to you about it. But these feelings and these emotions, I'm hoping that things can change, that I can talk to you, and that you can understand where I'm coming from. In you, I have found someone who is just so damn sensual. You are so sexy, and it is very difficult for me not to think of you in that way. But do I show it to you? No, I don't. I hide it from you. I don't want to show you what it is that I feel. I act as if, yeah, I'm cool, emotionally detached, not really paying attention to you much. But the truth is, on the inside, I think you are hella gorgeous. You are so gorgeous. Everything about you is so sensual, so graceful, beautiful, handsome. Your hair, your eyes, your skin, your touch, your smell, everything about you is so alluring and so tempting. You don't even have to seduce, and one just gets seduced. That's how amazing you are. Your beauty, your charm, your charisma, and your talents. And there's a part of you in this connection sometimes that I feel a little dominant, a little powerful. The alpha side of you comes out. Sometimes it's a challenge for me, but I do admire it. Oftentimes I have felt as if I myself am powerless in front of you. I feel weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable. The feelings and emotions that I feel are so intense. And once again, you have this ability of seducing without even trying. In you, I have found someone where my situation is like, your wish is my command. I feel as though I belong to you and you belong to me. I also feel and believe that in this connection, there's this feeling of me wanting to give my mind, my heart, my body to you. I also feel that there is this underlying unconditional love, this feeling of being very nurturing, caring, protecting, loving. I see this in you. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not supposed to be for me, but I see it. I sense it, I feel it, and it's amazing. Overall, I knew I have found a hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. I can talk to you, put my head on your lap, and feel as if no one's going to judge me. I can talk to you about anything. When I'm lost, you guide me home. And when I'm cold emotionally, you have this way of keeping me warm. I like your wisdom. You teach me a lot. You are my teacher. And yet, I hide from this. And that has grown to be a challenge. Because I've been hiding for so long, it's challenging for me to open up. Do I want you? Yes, I do. Do I want to open up and tell you how much I love you? Yes, I do. It's just very challenging. Aquarius, that is truly a very sweet, beautiful reading, guys. Whatever has happened in this connection, things were bad. Things have changed now. They may still be bad, but the feelings and emotions that this person is going through now, it's like a next level up. They know what they feel, they just don't know how to tell you. And that truly becomes a very complicated situation because we miss opportunities. Crosswatcher, we miss opportunities. If you do not open up and if you do not talk, if there's that lack of closure, if you've just ghosted this person, you have to talk. Communication is key. Communicate clearly. All right. So this deck that I just saw here, this is the current situation of your person. And of course, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody. But with the grace of God, it usually does. All right. We have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So the cards that I just saw right now, that's the current situation. These cards that I'm looking at, this is the Lover's Path Tarot. I look at this to see what happened in the past. So we're going to go a little bit back in time to see what happened that really caused the problem in the first place. And this could be something that this person just did not tell you. And so for that reason, things may be really confusing. Why did this person ghost you? Why did they fade you out? Why did they take you for granted? Why are you not talking anymore? Or why is it less frequent? Why is there a lack of closure? So for some of you that may have gone through that, this hopefully will provide you with a little bit of an idea as to what was going on in this person's mind at the time. And this is just literally 2 cards. There are more emotions that this person would be feeling, but these are the top 2. Here we have the King of Cups. With the King of Cups, we have here that there was a desire to have more control over one's aspirations. However, this person seemed to have been very mature, wise, and they had a lot of integrity in the beginning, Aquarius. But then things changed. When reality kind of struck, it turned out being that this person was not so mature as you thought them to be. They were not as wise. Remember, they wanted to gain wisdom from you. And there was a lack of integrity. Here we also have this person was unable to achieve their dreams, and they needed to stop fantasizing, and they needed to get back to work. This individual was inconsistent and unreliable. Inconsistency, unreliability. That's what it talks about. So, even though you thought, maybe this connection is great, that's one thing that this person had. Why were they inconsistent? Why were they unreliable? Because they were immature, even though they came off as a king. I'm the king. Well, that's just, you could say whatever you are, but you're not acting like it, right? Here we have Queen. Interesting, we have a king and a queen. So this person actually, they use their masculine energy and their feminine energy in this connection. And sometimes it would be like you just wouldn't understand what you're getting from this individual, because sometimes they'd be a little moody. Sometimes they'd be very logical and you'd think, yes, they're the king. And moody, meaning female, PMS. This person doesn't have to be a female. It could be a male, but the masculine and the feminine energy exist in a male as well. So there's a part of this person that was acting kind of feminine in a way, and that would confuse the other individual because they're shifting. They're shifting. They're not just masculine, but they're also feminine. This caused a little bit of a problem and confusion, probably to you, because you might have felt that this person, I'm getting the word Gemini. I hardly ever get the names of a zodiac. Actually, hardly. This is the first time in the history I actually see the name Gemini. Gemini, some of you might be resonating with a Gemini. Maybe that's your person of interest. But what I'm seeing with the Gemini is that this person was very kind of changeable. I'm not going to say the word two-faced. It's not two-faced, but like 2 sides of a coin, right? Like one side's so different and the other is so different. And you wouldn't know how to keep up with this person. So they don't have to be a Gemini, but the qualities may have been like a Gemini. All right. So we have here the Queen of Arrows. For some of you, I have to say, I'm not reading it. For some of you, I have to say, I'm seeing like a roller coaster. It's almost like a roller coaster ride where you thought you knew this person, then all of a sudden things just shift and they change. And you realize, no, you don't. You don't know this person. And the cycle goes round and round again. So I do see this individual. Why do people do this? This usually happens when people are unsure. And usually when somebody's unsure, it's because they're inexperienced or they're just simply immature. That is why this person used to act the way that they did. That's the type of individual you were dealing with. And you thought that they were like a king, they were like a queen, but nope, they were not. Here we have the Queen of Arrows, talks about a lack of brilliance, a lack of honesty, a lack of wisdom. Both cards here talk about a lack of wisdom. Ah, shucks. There was a lack of wisdom in matters of the heart. They did not have a lot of brilliance when it came to writing and speaking. This card specifically talks about may symbolize loss or wounds despite good intentions. Sharp words wound people and affect relationships. Psychological or emotional manipulation. Well, there you have it, folks. This person was manipulative. And they were, that's pretty funny though, because people can be immature or inexperienced, but they know how to manipulate people. Those are totally different categories and traits. Even though they have a lack of wisdom. Wisdom in terms of a relationship, they still know how to get somebody in their net, catching them in their net. That's what happened here. They caught you, and then you thought you had a king, you thought you had a queen. It turns out this person was just, unfortunately, there's manipulation, psychological, emotional. Now, for the majority of you, this is what your person of interest was doing. For some of you, this might be your own situation. It could be, because it could be vice versa, but it's hardly. This is really something that I'm looking into to see what your person of interest was going through. So this was a very, very complicated, and probably that's why you got the challenge card. It's a very challenging kind of connection, because you remember the illusion card right in front, hiding. Right? They're hiding their true emotions. They're hiding their true feelings, their true intentions. They're hiding it. You're dealing with somebody here who I honestly I want to say it, like, it's best to just stay away from people like this. If they're manipulating you, if you know they're immature, go somewhere else. When you're mature, you can come back, right? You can't be with somebody like this when your frequency and your level is all the way up here and they're down here. It's like night and day. There is no evening in between. It's night and day. You cannot gel well with this person because they're not on the same level as you in terms of wisdom when it comes to matters of the heart. You're not the type of person, most likely, that tried to manipulate this person. That's why you are here looking at this reading. Most likely you did not. Cross-watchers sometimes here as well. But you, Aquarius, most likely, you were not the one that was doing the psychological, emotional, even sexual manipulation. You were not the one that did this. This other person was doing this. But think about it this way. Because they were immature, they actually thought that that manipulation was not a problem. They thought that it's like a white lie. If I was to compare it, that's what they think. It's like a white lie. They didn't even know the depth of it. Inconsistent, unreliable. All right. Nobody truly hurts somebody on purpose. They don't want to. When you get into relationships, nobody thinks, oh, I'm going to make this person's life a living hell. They don't do that. Everybody wants to have something out of it, right? But sometimes, after some time, people see each other's personalities and then circumstances occur around them. People change. It's inevitable. Some people don't change. Some people don't change, and you want them to change. But I do see that here, that change was needed, and unfortunately, it did not happen when it should have happened. Hermit, excellent. This card has come up a few times, but I'm very happy when it does, because it does talk about, all right, it's time to self-reflect. Let's go into hermit mode. Let's think about what has happened. Why do I do the things that I do? This particular spread right now that I'm reading, it's I'm just finding this really very eerie. 1, 2, 3, and this one. These cards were like many like readings ago, like I don't know, 3 or 4 readings ago. I had this combo, but it's just weird that it came out in this way. So I guess a lot of people are going through similar situations right now. The order is different, but the cards are the same, except this one. It's weird that I can't even remember that. Anyway, we have here the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles here, it talks about how this person is juggling a lot of different problems. They are overwhelmed to the point where they can't think straight anymore. So there's one thing here. This person actually is very overwhelmed, and they are trying to make that time, that energy, that effort, take it and try to help you or try to be with you in some way, but they can't because their energy is scattered. So it's like this person really has bitten off more than they can chew. They cannot even digest it. And at this point, they are being spread too thin. Too thin. This is somebody who is a people pleaser. They were trying to please somebody, and they were trying to go above and beyond to the point where it's now causing them problems in their personal life or in their job-related affairs. Career, I'm seeing the word career. They're trying to settle down. They're trying to make people happy. But the problem is that it's causing them issues in other related fields. Like maybe this person was in college or university or whatever. Maybe he was finishing school, he or she, and they didn't get the time to hang out with you. From their point of view, they were very responsible, right? However, for you, this person is very unreliable because they never showed up for the date, right? So two different people's point of view here, clashing. Here we also have the Hermit. The Hermit here, it does talk about how this person realizes that things are very overwhelming for them, and now they need to take a step back because their energy is very scattered, and they need to focus that energy in order to be with you. Here, with the Hermit card, it does talk about how this individual has retreated, and they were going to retreat. They have forced themselves into isolation, into loneliness. They're not really talking to anybody. They don't want to talk to anybody. They're having problems when it comes to what to do moving forward in this connection. How do I move forward? There's a sense of introspection, self-contemplation. They have forced themselves into this lonely state in order to detach themselves from all of the worldly problems that exist, all the people that exist in it, so that they can just focus on what's truly bothering them. Why do I do this to my Aquarius? Why did I act like this? They're trying to gain wisdom, and wisdom does come after this. It's really good. Wisdom will come after this, but even if it comes, the person still feels guilty. They are having sleepless nights. There's doubts, there's fears, psychic disturbances that keep one awake at night, not allowing them to sleep. This looming Nine of Swords hanging over their heads. They don't like this. They have their face in their hands, and it's like, what have I done? Why did I do this? You see why they're thinking this now? Now they're grieving. Why? Because now they're wiser. Now they know, as a mature adult, that what I did was wrong. And that's why they're regretting this now. It's after the fact that they realize that, yep, I really screwed up. I ruined a good thing, and it could have been better. And now they regret it. What have I done? So even after they have the Hermit mode, it's like they're realizing and trying to come to terms with themselves or with themselves. And it's difficult for them to reconcile. They're realizing that they're a horrible person. They're realizing that what they did was wrong, and it's hurting them because they can't even believe that they did it in the first place, because now they see things from a different perspective. Very specific reading. Then we have here, there are a little bit of beliefs, traditions, certain things that have happened in this person's life where they believe they don't want to change things. They like things the way they are. They don't want to move. They don't want to budge. They like everything the way it's set. Anything else which is different causes nervousness. Anything that is different, they're not comfortable with. Because your person of interest is young, there's a lack of wit and wisdom when it comes to relationships. They're being influenced by other people easily. Because they don't have the wisdom themselves, they're going to other people for advice, and the advice other people are giving them, it's not good. It's not to their benefit. It's actually causing problems. Here in this connection between the both of you, or even them and other people, there is a sense of distrust. There are relationship-related problems. There are problems here when it comes to struggle, distrust, arguments. I'm even seeing the word violence. I hope not. But there's other people here that are causing problems, and this sometimes is regarding rumors and jealousy. So understand that your person of interest is quite youthful in their mind, and they have tried their best to learn things, to do things on their own, but also to get advice from others. And the advice that's been given to them, it's not good. Now, the people that are giving the advice, they may have gone through terrible relationships. And so they see some red flags and they think, you know what? No, this is not good. Or they're just simply jealous. They think, well, I don't have somebody. Why should this person have? And then they sabotage it. I'm seeing the word sabotage. So, crosswatcher, beware of who you trust. Aquarius, you as well. You have to be careful what kind of... You can't really pick your family once you're born. Not really. These days you can, though. But even on a soul level, you do actually pick your family. But I don't even know if I can say that anymore, because I know more than the 3D realm. What I was trying to say is that your person of interest here, they were unable to make certain choices. However, the choices that they have made now, they need to understand that their actions from those choices have caused certain consequences. It's a learning curve, and this person's going to learn, unfortunately, the hard way. But once they do, they'll understand that there's some people you just can't believe in, you can't trust, you need to stay away from. And it's truly very difficult when you are naive, when you are young, or even when you're just simply immature and experienced. You can be 80 years old and still have that sense of immaturity and experience. I do readings for people that are like above 85, but not above 90. Nobody has come to me above 90, but at least in their 80s. So it does not matter what your age is. You can still be immature in a way. All right, here we have any type of action. I don't really see any action being taken right now. This person's really overwhelmed. But the action that they're taking is towards themselves. So they need to fix themselves. Eventually they will, and eventually they will reach out to you. After this whole phase, they're just going to go through this little grieving period. And then they're going to realize after the wisdom that, yeah, these people have been wrong too. I do see something in the far future that's going to work out. It does seem like that. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Okay. Oh boy. Let go. I know that's a tough one. That's a tough card. How can you let go of someone that you love? Letting go, there will be an opportunity in the next few weeks or months. Very good. Usually letting go is a strategy that the angels have, and this is what we call the no contact period. A no contact rule. Boy, oh boy. All right. So, first card, the strongest. We have here, let go. It's important for you to let go of this individual in the sense that stop communicating with them. Give yourself that distance and allow this individual to miss you, but don't do it for the purpose of them missing you. Maybe they'll just get busy. People have a lot of issues in life, right? There's health problems, there's loved ones that get sick, terrible things happen in the world, and so our minds are diverted elsewhere. So it's not always the fact that you're going to be the first thing on their mind. But it's important for you, take a step back, let go of this person. Don't stop loving them. You don't have to stop loving them. That's in your heart. That's not going to stop at all. But honestly, don't communicate with this person. Don't reach out to them. Let them reach out to you when they feel. Remember, they're in the hermit mode, so they're going to be quite silent for a while. And they're not going to be communicating with you and probably other people either. When you let go, there's going to be an opportunity that's going to come. And that's just normal and karmic, and that's a universal thing. There's going to be an opportunity. For some of you, it's going to be another person. I was going to say another human being. It could be another person. It could also be another opportunity in the sense with this specific individual. Either way, it's going to be good for both groups. If there are two groups right now, some that want to be with this person, some that actually are looking for somebody new, there is an opportunity coming and this is going to happen within the next few months. It could happen in the next few weeks or even months. They're saying here, don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. Yes, it's important for you to wait. Remember, for those of you that want this person, waiting is important because they're literally changing their whole personality. And that's going to take time. They're saying here to wait, reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do in regards to the situation, in regards to this connection. We also have here peaceful resolution. There is going to be a resolution. It's going to be very peaceful. It's going to be an agreement of two people, a compromise of two people that's going to come together. I do see it's going to take some time, guys, especially with a card wait, but simply because you had, so many other cards that actually talk about this, that talk about the hermit mode being in that sense of the Four of Pentacles. I believe it was the Four of Pentacles. Was it? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So there's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of things going on, but change will not occur just like that overnight. It's going to take some weeks. It might even take some months. In the meantime, focus on yourself. Do things now, since you have that extra time, do things that make your soul happy. Do it. All right. Aquarius, that's your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below. Did any of this resonate? I do read your stories as well. And also for those of you who are new, do visit my other channel, Asnointia Audio. That is also on YouTube. And I have relationship-related videos, spiritual connections, those type of videos, as well as one of the most recent ones I had posted. It's been a while now. That was on negative energies. So these videos are absolutely free, beginning to end. And please do like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully those videos will provide you with a little bit more clarity on the type of connection you have. And even if there's negative energies around you, because we sometimes become frustrated, sad, angry, depressed, all those things happen. We do tend to attract negative energies. So do have a look at that one as well, because it's important to get rid of negative energies in order for good, positive energy to come towards you. Have a look on my website. I do have some orders that you can place. Some are to remove negative energies, how to do that. And also, there are some that I have, I think, might be related to love readings, and it might be also related to the past life readings. Some of them may not be open by the time this particular one is published, this video. If you do want a reading, you can always email me and I can always put you on a waiting list. All right then. Thank you so much for tuning in. You all take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.